I said a boom, chicka boom. Have you seen that?
I mean, yeah,
chicka boom.
we did that way back in the day.
Oh.
We had that song, that saying, whatever you want to call it.
Stuck in my head. You see the little girl that does it?
No.
She's so cute. You gotta look at it.
So did you want to start the podcast?
It's hot. 75? Is that where we're at right now?
It may be a little warm.
It's supposed to be cold outside.
It is. Well, we're going to get there. Can we just start the show? Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right. I didn't have a water. Okay.
Do you want me to get you a water?
No. No, thank you. Get every single episode plus video and talk to us in the comments at daughterpod.com. Welcome to Daughter Issues. Today's going to be 90s vocabulary. I want to see what words Talissa knows from back in the day. How you doing? You good?
Yeah. We
just got our day started, kind of. It's morning-ish for us.
Yeah. Morning-esque.
This will be this episode should also release. Maybe you think before the 25th or no? So one came out yesterday, right?
3, so I think that's
and then 2. No, this will probably release like Thanksgiving Day if we do it right. Another one there. Oh no, you're right. No, this won't. So we had a great time at the comedy show. By the time this one comes out.
You know, we made a TikTok with the whole crowd, and everybody came, and it was awesome.
It was amazing.
Thank you guys for showing up.
And by the way, I crushed it. It was a great show. Now the bar is pretty high.
Yeah, it is.
Because it'd be really funny if people are listening, they saw it,
and it went
totally bombed. It went terribly wrong, and then they're listening to me say I crushed it.
Yeah.
You know what? It'd still make this funny, at least.
Yeah, it would.
Laugh at my pain.
There we go.
All right. I'm excited to, because we're probably not going back for Christmas. So this is our shot to see family and friends and all the people we moved away from to come to LA. So
right.
This is gonna be fun on this trip. So
I'm excited.
I mean, we had a blast on the trip. That's what I meant to say. Right now, as you're listening to this, I am in Colorado filming a movie.
And I am
at a music festival, probably.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll be at a music festival.
No, you are right now. As they're listening to this.
I'm at a music festival right now.
Yep. And I'm on set. I want to know if you know these things from my world.
When you first said the 90s, I thought you were talking about the weather. And I was like, it's been cold outside. And why are we talking about weather? This is not the show for that.
Some of these I think you'll know.
Okay.
I'm pretty confident you're going to know some of these. And so, and let's do that thing where you don't try to think and guess a couple of different ways. When I say the word, just immediately go, this is what that is.
All right.
I just need some improv confidence.
All right.
Tell me exactly what it is. You ready? It's just going to be almost like word association.
Ready.
I say it and you
Tell
just
me.
go, bam. Ready?
I know all these already.
Catalog.
A website with lots of words.
A catalog.
Yeah.
I thought we were starting off easy. I really did. I thought you were going to be like, oh, bibbidi-bibbidi-bow. Catalog.
Like a website with lots of words and categories of things to read and look at.
Okay.
Can you use that for magazines too?
Now we're getting onto something.
I think you can use it for magazines too, but I always heard catalog in a website term where they're I imagine the older versions of websites where everything's too thick, the borders are too thick and the words are grainy, and then what? Is that
the
something?
older version of a website is kind of what a catalog is? When I was little, that's how we would do our Christmas list. Your grandma would give me a Sears catalog. I'm sure everybody remembers this. You'd get a Sears catalog and you would just circle what you wanted. So there were pictures of stuff.
I've done that before.
It's a big catalog.
You did that with me.
I did.
A
when
few
you were
times.
really little.
I was going to say, I remember.
So we would get a catalog in the mail And they'd be like all the things from Sears. It was a great marketing technique from their perspective because it pretty much guaranteed everything you bought, you probably bought from them.
Mm-hmm.
And you would just have your kids circle what they wanted. The problem with that is if they didn't have to write it down and think about it, they would just circle all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
Way more than they were ever going to get.
I did that because I wanted to have options. Not because I wanted everything. I was like, let me just circle things.
Just in case he doesn't want to buy me this.
Right. I wanted to get something. You know what I mean? And I had a better option if there was more. You know?
All right. So you're right. It was a magazine. And I think that, the word catalog obviously means like a collection of things, or if you catalog things, you're like putting them in order and organizing things. So it's also a verb, right? To catalog something. But when my generation thinks about what a catalog is, it's like, it's a thick magazine that's trying to sell you stuff. So it's like an inventory of the products available. So before you could go online and order stuff, you circled it on paper. You'd flip through a catalog and you could actually order things through the mail.
Oh.
You'd have envelopes, and they called it sending off or something, or sending away. Like I sent for it. That meant that you like mailed a check with the order number. You just
mailed money?
Mailed them money, and then they would ship you something.
That's terrifying. Yeah. I would never put money or anything of the sort, any type of money, whether it's cash, my card, a check, in just the mail.
Yeah.
Because if that's gone, it's gone.
Yeah. That's how we had to live. We had to live dangerously.
17-year-old UPS drivers.
UPS drivers?
UPS?
UPS. Okay.
They're UPS drivers.
All right.
Is that not a thing?
Ready? You ready for another one?
That's a thing.
Windows XP. Just word association.
This is how much life your Windows computer has. How many XP is left?
How many XP? Okay.
It's dying.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Pretty close.
Move on. I got that one right.
It's the operating system. It's an operating system. There was Windows 98, Windows ME, which
I remember
was
you saying Windows
Edition.
98 for something.
Yeah, that was the first operating system I ever had in my computer. I was 18 before we had internet in my house. Here we go. Already yawning. Windows XP was a new operating system that was like an upgrade in their new system. You know this one. We talked about it before. CD burner. What does it do?
That's what makes it a CD?
What?
You said it like, because the CD has stuff on it. That's why you don't touch certain parts of it, right? Mm-hmm. So in order for it to get on it, it's got to be burnt into it.
Okay.
Which is so weird.
Look at it like this. Imagine there being a way to copy something, like a copy machine, right? Like we have. You could put something in there. I could put a document in there, close it, scan it, and another copy comes out, right?
Okay. Yeah.
So imagine it being like making a copy of the CD. So I could put a CD in, my favorite CD, whatever it was. It would, instead of there being two of them and it literally just copies and the other one pops out, which there were those too. Rather than that though, you could put one in, it would store a copy of the data on the computer, and then the thing would open, and then you would put a blank one in, and it would re-download the stuff onto the CD, and it would burn it into the CD.
All for what?
To have two versions of whatever you just had. So if you bought a CD and I didn't want to buy it, I could just borrow your CD, make a copy of it, and then I just had my own free copy. I can't wait till you talk to me about Snapchat. I'm just going to fall asleep right in the middle.
That's different. I'm telling you.
So my location?
Think about if you had a future class in school. It'd be interesting.
I understand.
And you're going to have fun with that because this is the future stuff that you don't know about yet. And this is history class for me. So I'm like trying really hard. It's interesting. Don't get me wrong. It's interesting because there's so much I don't know about stuff like this.
Yeah, but when I'm interested, the first way I show it is by yawning relentlessly.
Well, you know what? It's a long process and everything's manual and just sounds like it takes... Yeah. So much for such a little outcome.
That was our life.
Yeah. And it's
You're exactly right. But you know what? We improved upon it to make life better for you.
I appreciate the people who did that.
You're welcome.
Not you.
I was in IT.
You helped people turn on and off their phone?
Wow. Wow. I literally built mobile infrastructure for the federal government
Oh,
for
that's cool.
mobile devices to communicate with one another. I was a senior mobility architect, and there's the yawn. I was a senior mobility architect. I didn't help people turn on and off their phones.
You're right.
Wow.
Thank you for contributing.
You know what?
To the.
I don't even. Ready? Ready for another word?
Yeah.
Also, what?
I was gonna say another thing that is like a problem that I just have in general. My brain works 90 million miles an hour, even too fast for my mouth sometimes, which is why sometimes you hear me just like, and it just happens. But also when I'm listening to something, it's like the same thing. It's like if it's not like.
So I need to get right to the damn point.
Well, it
the
would
thing
help
is,
the yawns.
when it's just you, I typically do. But because we're on a show,
Yeah.
I make sure, because as I'm talking to you, I'm going, there are people that are listening who were born in 1967 who want me to also mention this other version. So I back up a little and go, let me mention a few different things that you don't care about so that they don't roast us in the comments. I have to make sure I having a show for a long time before we started this one, I know like the feedback that we're going to get.
It makes sense.
I am a little more careful.
Okay, I'm doing my best over here.
All right. And I'll try to speed it up.
Okay, I'll try to stop yawning.
All right. Minesweeper.
That's what they used to call sleep. You do a quick mind sweep, and you just get a fresh new brain after. Be like, "Whew, I just did a mind sweep."
Poof. That was our favorite thing to do. Go, poof. That's how we all woke up in the 90s. Poof.
I don't know what that was. I just assumed like a full clean like little whoof, and then you can like go about your day.
Yeah. Minesweeper was a game.
Oh.
Probably still is. Do you remember the one with the squares, the gray squares? And
Froggy?
You would just
jump Froggy?
that's Frogger.
Frogger.
You would just click random boxes, and sometimes there would be a bomb under one of the boxes and you would lose.
Like the boat game?
Battleship?
Yeah.
No.
Oh.
This is a game you'd play on a computer where you would click. It's just a bunch of squares.
You can play Battleship online.
Yeah. But you just played this by yourself. This was just a solitary.
But the idea is similar, where you pick a spot, and if that's where close to a bomb,
sure, yeah,
blow up and die.
Yeah, you're right. It is kind of similar. You're right. Yeah, but you just played this by yourself. It's just a square with a bunch of little squares in it. You click random squares, and if it just opened up and there was nothing there, you got to keep going. And if you clicked there and there was a bomb, so the idea was to see how much you can get open before you hit a bomb.
But you aren't doing anything.
I know.
It's literally just luck.
Just luck. There are tournaments, though. We took it seriously. Okay. Minesweeper. Real thing.
Minesweeper.
What did it mean if someone was going postal? Sorry. This one's a little weird.
They were using... They were going postal? They were sending a letter instead of calling your answering machine and telling you that way.
So I'd be like, I miss you. You need to go postal.
No, it would be like, I'm going to go postal instead of calling you. You know? Like, I'm going to send you a letter instead.
I'm going to go postal. That's so funny.
Yeah?
I don't even want to tell you what it means now. I just want that to be the way you use it.
I'm going to go postal.
You're like, Grandma, I'm going postal on you.
Or I went postal. Go check your mail.
I went postal. Go check your mail. Oh, that's great.
I like that one.
So this one has a really dark meaning to it, which is why it's so funny to me.
Okay.
In the 80s, in the early 80s, like maybe mid 80s, 84 to 86, 87-ish, there was a string of like people who worked at the post office that apparently were getting so stressed out because of long hours and work conditions or whatever that they were like snapping and killing people at their jobs. So they would literally come in with a gun and just murder half of the post office. they killed, I don't know how many people. There's a little article here. I was trying to find it out. There were several shootings. There was one in Los Angeles. There's one in Edmond, Oklahoma,
How long
Escondido,
ago?
California, Ridgewood, New Jersey. This started in 1970. In 70, it was LA. 86, it was Oklahoma. 89, it was Escondido, California. 91, it was New Jersey. Royal Oak, Michigan, 91. There were 2 events in 93. There was another California, 2006. There was Oregon, 2006. There was Ohio, 2017. So this kind of there's kind of a history of like postal workers shooting and killing their managers, their coworkers, even members of the police or general public. There were at least 20 incidents of rage between 1986 and 2011. It happened roughly twice a year at post offices. So the idea was that they were stressed, they were overworked, there was too much expected of them or whatever. So it became known as going postal. If someone just like snapped and started, like if
I like that.
they would just like start, like if someone just starts like throwing stuff or breaking stuff or like, I'm done. You're like, that dude went postal. Like even if nobody died, it's like someone's like losing their shit. That's kind of what it means.
It's got to be used in a song or something. It's a. I mean.
Oh, it's for sure in songs.
I mean, but what's weird about that is ever since I was little, I've always been wary of people like that who are in
postal workers,
just people in mail in general. And
I'm sorry.
Well, it's like not even. It's funny that it's not funny. It's terrible, but like it's interesting that was the thing. I didn't know that they got so stressed out that they would start doing that. I didn't know that was ever a thing. But I've always been wary of them just because their entire aura to begin with, just their energy is just pissed off. And it's not just that. That's not the only reason. The more reason is that their entire body just looks like it's kind of giving out. It's everything that's like stress wise they always had. I'm sorry if you work in mail, but like it would be like
they probably listen to this right now like while they're delivering mail. Well,
you know, the like wrinkles and like pimples and like they just looked really upset all the time. But it's not even a bad situation because it's not like that. It's not like they don't take showers or anything. They're like good people. But I'm just saying, like the male part. Yeah, if your mind's stressed out, your body's gonna show it a lot of the times, especially for a long period of time. And I know that they work long hours. I know a few of my I say my friends there, they became my friends, but they work in the mail truck. What's the mail truck? The one with the what is that called?
Ups.
No.
Oh.
The white one and the blue one.
FedEx?
No, the white and the blue one, the basic one.
Oh, that's postal workers. That's the USPS. That's the postal service.
Okay. Postal service.
The post office.
Okay.
That's where postal came from.
Okay.
What did you think I was talking about?
No, I was trying to remember what they were.
Oh.
Anyways, I worked
postal workers.
I worked at a place and we had postal workers come in all the time and I always talked to them and she's always tried to be in a good mood, but she always seemed so stressed out. And I'm like, I know, like, you know, before you did this, you didn't have all this. And I don't think it was genetics. I think it's your job stressing you out so much that it comes out in forms of your body. It's literally coming out of your face. Like, I see it. And I'm just like, ooh,
So what you're saying is if you're ugly, change jobs.
Correct. It's probably because you're like, oh, it's me. It's not you. It's your life. So change it.
And so that explains why I look like this.
I'm the one with the issues.
No, that's not.
Daughter issues.
That's not what that means.
Daughter and issues.
That's not what that means.
We made this clear last episode.
Okay. People know. People get the connection.
No.
Daughter issues.
Daughter and issues.
The whole daddy issues.
Daughter and issues.
Okay. Ready for another one? You'll know this one.
Excuse me.
Shiznit.
Instead of shit?
Yep. But like.
You're being a schniznit.
No.
No.
Do you have any idea where it originated? Or who maybe would be associated with it?
Snoop Dogg.
Yes.
Really?
For shizzle.
That was an entire guess.
Really?
Yeah, yes.
The whole idea was he would do that with words to be able to say stuff.
Yeah, faux shizzle. That's right.
Yep.
Faux shizzle.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
What's crack-a-lackin'?
Chris Rock.
What?
Oh. I thought I was guessing.
You were answering the question as to what's crack-a-lackin'?
No, I thought you were saying like who
No,
Who said
I'm not
that?
doing that. I'm just asking. I'm asking
Oh.
what do you think it means?
I'm
If
pretty sure
someone
he
says-
said it before.
If someone says, "Oh, of course," what's crack-a-lackin'? What does it mean?
Specifically the zebra, not even Chris Rock.
Oh, yeah, with the zebra, Madagascar, Chris
Yeah.
Rock. Yeah.
Okay. What's crack-a-lackin'?
What does it mean?
Like what's going on?
Yeah.
Tell me what's up, dog.
You got it.
That's how you guys talked.
Okay. All right. We've never talked like that. Eat my shorts.
Same as kiss my ass.
You know where it came from?
SpongeBob. Eat my
Long
shorts.
time before SpongeBob.
Mickey Mouse. I don't know.
Not that long.
I have no idea.
Bart Simpson.
Oh.
He would tell people to eat his shorts.
I like how I knew it was a TV show though.
Yeah, you knew it came from something.
Eat my shorts. Yeah.
What was a headbanger?
Like a good song.
I figured you were going to say that.
That's what we say. We say that.
Something is a banger. You don't say headbanger.
It depends on the song. If it's a banger, it's just a song. If it's a headbanger, it's probably a rock song.
Wow. So a headbanger for us was a person who was into heavy metal.
Oh.
Someone who was like into like banging your head. There's even a song.
I think everybody
Bang
just
your
does it.
head.
It just depends on what song does it for you.
Interesting. So now it's the song,
It's
not the
in
person.
your blood somewhere. Just find it.
So we're all headbangers.
Yes.
You just got to find the right banger to make you bang your head.
Correct.
Okay. Who said, "Can you smell what the Rock is cooking"?
What?
Can you smell what the Rock is cooking?
The Rock? Like The Rock. Like Dwayne Johnson.
Yes.
Kevin Hart.
No. Dwayne Johnson.
No, Kevin Hart said it.
No.
Oh.
Dwayne Johnson. His wrestling name is The Rock, and that was his phrase when he would yell out.
Oh, I thought it was like Kevin Rock. We're hanging out, and
No,
and Kevin was like, "Do you smell what the Rock's cooking?"
because he's making
And-
rice. And
yeah.
I can smell it.
Right. Not rice. You can't smell rice like that.
Oh,
Like something yummy.
oh.
Like pasta.
Okay.
What are you
Nothing.
making faces for?
What is swing? Swing.
It's the sound when you take a sword out from its case.
Yeah, kind of.
Swing. That's
So, there was a TV show called Wayne's World with
All
Mike
right.
Myers and Dana Carvey, and you know both of them. You know Mike Myers, right? Cat in the Hat.
who?
Cat in the Hat.
Oh, okay. I know Cat in the Hat.
Okay, the guy that played the cat.
What do you mean? Who made it? Dr. Seuss?
No, the actor. That
Oh,
was the cat.
in the real life movie.
Yeah,
Okay. I don't know who that is, but I know Cat in the Hat.
you'd recognize him if you saw his picture. So he was. It was Wayne's World. Just do Mike Myers,
That's what I'm doing.
and then
he's
what?
the killer guy?
What do you mean?
Michael Myers?
No,
Oh.
no.
Oh.
Mike Myers.
Oh.
K.E. That's him.
I was like, I don't think you're allowed to be a cat and a killer.
No,
the same-
so that's Mike Myers, and then Dana Carvey is the one that looks like Link from Rhett and Link. Anyway, Wayne's World was a TV show, and when they would talk about a woman being hot, swing was like the sound of. The idea was like
Oh.
swing.
Got it.
So,
Okay.
and that's why you said a sword coming out of its case.
Okay.
It's kind of funny.
Yeah, it's like the same.
Same idea.
I bet that's where it came from.
Probably some, yeah. Who said "Hasta la vista, baby"? And what does it mean?
Some old actor legend dude.
Okay, not wrong.
Is he? Is he Mexican? I feel like I remember. What is it about that is funny? I'm trying to understand.
Mexican.
Puerto Rican.
Yeah, Puerto Rican.
Is he Puerto Rican?
No.
Oh,
Oh, God.
Italian.
No, getting closer though.
French.
It's Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Ooh.
I said, shut up. It's when he was in Terminator. Hasta la vista, baby.
Oh.
It means see you later. Get down. Get down again. Pablo Francisco, comedian. Never mind. Who said, "Alrighty then"?
Jim Carrey.
Yes.
Alrighty then.
What does it mean if someone said, "as if"?
Mean Girls.
Close. Probably what Mean
Some
Girls was
white
built
girl
on.
in pink.
Yes.
Well, that everybody can know that
I
from
think it was
that phrase.
Clueless. I think the name of the movie
Oh.
was Clueless. But what did it mean? As if.
Like someone came up to you and was like, "Can I get your number?" You're like, ugh, as if.
Like, yeah, right.
Right.
Right. So much. Speaking of Mean Girls.
Gosh, speaking of mean.
What did it
people,
mean? What did it mean to talk to the hand? Someone told you talk to the hand.
They didn't want to talk. Talk to the hand.
Yeah. You know, it's really cute.
What?
Your cousin, Renee.
Okay.
So my niece, who's now
Nay.
Nene, yeah, Renee. When she was like 6 or 7, so she's, for those who don't know, she's biracial. She's half black, half white. She would hold up her hand and she would go, what'd she say? She'd go, talk to the white side because the black side ain't hearing it. It was so
When she was
cute.
6?
Oh, yeah. Probably even younger. She'd put
Oh
her
my
hand up
goodness.
because, you know, the palm of her hand
Yeah.
would be lighter. She'd be like, talk to the white side
That's
because the black
cute.
side ain't hearing it.
Oh,
so
I can
adorable.
imagine her having that too when
Yeah.
she's 6.
You got to ask her about it when we go back for Thanksgiving.
We should tell Jazzy to say that,
Yeah.
and
She probably is
that's
gonna
her
sound
daughter.
Just like, they're
We should
just
tell her
alike.
to say it to her.
She's like a little carbon copy of her.
Yeah. Oh, we get to see him soon.
Yeah.
Well,
Like
I
in a few
already
days.
saw them when you're seeing this, so it was so fun.
It was so fun seeing them. Wasn't that amazing? We used to ask her too, how's Nene's hair go? She'd go, because her hair was always like puffed out. It was so
Aw.
adorable. Yeah.
No.
Now she's a mom of 3 children.
And even the
Life
3 children
just keeps
are
going.
even the 3 children are getting
Getting older.
tall.
Yep. All right.
I wish I was getting tall.
Who said? Well, hold on. I'll just ask you like this: were they on a break or not? You know what I'm talking about, but you may not.
Kit
Talissa.
Kat?
What? Okay. So were they on a break or not?
Yes.
Yes, they were definitely on a break.
Okay. Moving on.
It's a reference from Friends, Ross
Oh.
and Rachel.
Oh.
They had this very vague conversation about whether or not they're going to continue to be together. And then they
Who?
didn't. Ross and Rachel.
Oh.
And they kind of didn't break up, but they were like, maybe we need some time, some space. And then he like went on a date. I think he slept with someone. She then said he cheated on her. And he was like, we were on a break. And then there was this huge fight about it. And it was so funny. It was such a funny moment. And she kept bringing it up and he kept going, we were on a break. And it was like a mental breakdown. And then there were arguments from the fans on whether or not the break was legit. Did he have, was it cheating or was he authorized to go be with somebody else because they were separated? Like,
right.
it's just, it's a fun thing.
That's
in that
cute.
time. Yeah. We were on a break.
Yeah, I don't know that.
Almost done.
I don't even think I can name all the Friends characters.
I don't know if I could. Ross, Rachel.
Raphael.
No. Leonardo.
Leonardo.
Okay, so Ross, Rachel, Chandler, Monica, Joey, Phoebe. Yeah, I can.
I could probably describe what
I'm
each one looks like,
Definitely white.
but I couldn't. I can't sit here and name them.
Phoebe went to the same acting school that I did. She was a Groundlings person.
Isn't Jennifer
Jennifer Aniston was Rachel.
Yeah.
Mhm. Okay, almost done. You may still have this. Y'all may do this. I don't know. I haven't heard anybody do this in forever, unless they were my age. I think Todd did it to me the other day, or I did it to him.
Rex?
Yeah.
Oh.
Jinx.
Yeah.
Do you do that?
Yeah.
What causes you to say jinx to somebody?
We say something at the same time.
Oh, okay.
Jinx, you owe me a soda.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Or Jinx, you owe me.
Wow, that one
whatever.
stood the test of time. We did the exact same thing.
We did Jinx, or what was the other one?
We would say jinx, and then you can't talk until someone says your name. We the you owe me a Coke or you owe me a soda thing came a little bit later. When we were younger, if we said something at the same time, I'd go jinx, and then you had to stay silent until someone said your name. So you'd go up to people and be like, trying to motion for them to say your name, and everybody else would be like, "Don't say it, don't say it." Yeah, we were committed. I went hours without speaking.
Wow, probably for the best.
Okay.
I had to save all your talking time for now. Everybody wants to hear.
What would make someone go, take a picture, it'll last longer?
Someone staring at you, because I've said that before.
Yeah, okay. That came from way back.
Yeah.
I remember
I've said it
being
before.
Really small. Gag me with a spoon. This may be regional to my little poor area of Texas, but gag me with a spoon. I feel like it came from the West Coast, though. I feel like it was like an LA thing. Because when people would say it, they would kind of say it with like a Valley girl. Gag me with a spoon.
Like, gag me with a spoon. I don't even, why would you do that?
There's one word that you would use today instead of saying that.
The only thing I can think about is like the reasoning would be if they're like interrupting you.
Oh.
And you're like, well, then just gag me with a spoon. Like, might as well shut me up. I don't know.
No, it's cringe. Somebody would do something that makes you go, ugh, like it's so cringy.
Yeah.
Like you're like gross. Like gag me with a spoon.
Yeah.
Yeah, the idea is like, oh, it's so cringy. Or like if someone's trying to be someone's trying to be hot and they're like strutting, but they look ridiculous, or they're wearing something absurd and they think they're the shit.
Might have been in Clueless.
Gag me with a spoon. Could have been.
Yeah.
But I think it was a thing before that. I feel like.
Oh, definitely. But I'm just saying, if I know it from, I don't know it, but
you have heard that though in that context now. You remember?
Now that you're using it, I have heard it in like a movie somewhere, and if it was in one, it'd be something like a Mean Girl situation. Okay. I feel like.
I've only got a few more here. Do you know anything about Bloody Mary?
The drink?
No.
Bloody Mary.
Going into the bathroom.
Turning the light off, looking in the mirror, saying it 3 times.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you did that as a kid?
I did.
Okay. It's one of the most terrifying things we ever did as kids.
I did it with...
Well,
I was mean, all right?
Well, because you weren't raised how I was raised. I was raised to believe all that stuff was real. You were raised to laugh at that stuff. So we had very different...
I was mean.
Childrenhoods.
I was mean.
Childhoods.
I was mean. When my friends were over.
The ones who believed in it?
Specifically like Keely and Sarah.
Oh my God.
And Kylie. What I did was they were freaking out about doing Bloody Mary, but they were like, Tilsa, you should do it like by yourself in the bathroom. And I was like, okay. So I did it. And then they come back to like, oh my God. And I was like, okay. And then they were like...
Oh, I thought you were going to say you went in there and did it and then started screaming like you're being attacked or something.
No, it's probably worse than that. I got them into the bathroom. And then when they came in there, I shut the door, turned the lights off, and said it. And they were losing their mind. And I was laughing so hard. And then after they lost their mind, I like turned the lights back on, and they were like, oh. And I was
so you helped them get over the fear.
Yeah. But they did lose their mind for a second. And I was like, you're not going to do it, and I'm going to show you. And they were like, well, that's crazy. That's stupid. And then they got to go to school, and they like bragged about how they did it.
Survived.
We're in like 2nd grade. But like, it was just like...
Well, because that's one thing that you could just say you did, but actually doing it, you'd be like, I'll say it. Turn the lights off, close the door. You're like, Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary. What if? What if these are my last words, and this bitch just comes through the mirror? Like.
Well, because my thing.
You know what? I'll try tomorrow.
Yeah.
And then you walk out.
Let me try Wednesday when I have some more free time to think about this.
Yeah, let me just work this over.
Well, my thing was, if it was that easy, there should have been more people dying, and it would have been a known thing. Like you or somebody would be like, "Hey, be careful about this thing.
Oh, don't do it.
Don't do it." And I'm like, And there's nothing else.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just knew it wasn't.
Have you seen that? Have you seen the? Yeah, there's a trash truck out there. Have you seen
Rude.
the guy who his kids? I think some kids. His daughter, I believe, has some friends over, and they're like upstairs doing the Ouija board, and he shuts the power off to the whole house.
Oh, yeah, and then
He doesn't just turn the light switch. Yo, he goes to the
garage.
He goes to the breaker box.
Yeah,
and he hears them up there, and he just goes, and there's just like they think everything gets shut off while they're playing.
He turned off everything.
Shut the entire house off.
That's crazy. I think I might have saw a different one because I think I saw one where he went to specific lights and would like turn them on and off.
Oh, maybe he did. Oh,
because he went to.
I think there's been a couple of different ones.
Probably.
Yeah,
but I've seen something similar to that where that's.
What he turns off just their room.
Mm-hmm.
I have seen that too.
Mm-hmm.
It's still hilarious. I think we should all do that.
Yeah, that'd be very much fun. I think the whole Ouija board. I played Ouija board.
Ouija board?
A Ouija board a few times with my friends, and it's the same thing every time. They're just losing their mind, and I'm like messing with them. But then at some point, I'm like, I don't want to cause nightmares for you. Let me be a little bit nicer. But people don't want to play Ouija board with me anymore.
Nobody wants to play anything with you. You try to scare the hell out of everybody.
No, people play games with me all the time.
Well, not Bloody Mary.
That's not a game.
Okay.
Okay.
I know you are, but what am I?
I used to say that to Braden
Yeah,
specifically.
but who said it?
I
know you are, but what am I?
Oh, with the crazy hair, and he's like, the shows that you made me watch that were terrible. The movie, you're like, you have to watch this, and I was like, okay, and then I was like, the whole time, like, what are you making me watch?
Describe him.
That you just did it.
Describe him. What does he look like?
He's short. He thinks he's hot. He's not. He's from 19.
So far, sounds like you're talking about me.
He's from 1917 or something.
Still me.
But he's was in the future. He got frozen or something, and then came back and was like, oh, and then had his own cave. And then there was the evil person with the bald head.
That's Mike Myers.
Oh,
Wrong person.
not him.
Yeah.
The other character.
Also Mike Myers.
What?
It's called Austin Powers.
Austin Powers.
They are both the same person.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, Austin Powers and the evil guy, Dr. Evil. All Mike Myers, Cat in the Hat. Also
Not a good movie.
Wayne's World.
I don't like the movie.
Okay, that's not him.
Okay.
I know you are, but what am I?
It's something like that though. It's like Austin
Pee Wee
Powers.
Herman.
Oh.
Gray suit.
I wouldn't have
red
read
bow
that.
tie, slicked hair. Definitely thought he was hot. He thought he was hot. Did you?
Yeah.
Did it sound like I thought he was hot?
It did.
No. I was saying the thing
I think
that
he
you
just
said.
slipped up a little bit, guys.
No.
Do you have to tell us something?
I was saying the thing that you said.
I'll go get the cake.
The thing that you said. I was saying he checks off that box.
Oh.
He thought he was like.
Okay. I wouldn't have got that. Not from Pee Wee, no.
The last two, I'm confident you know, but I think these have also withstood the test of time. What does it mean if someone calls dibs? What does it mean?
Like, I already said it. I got it.
Okay. And the last one.
Excuse me.
You're gross, bro.
Yeah, sometimes.
Someone calls shotgun.
I'm at the front seat of the car.
How soon can someone call shotgun? Like if we're going somewhere tomorrow morning and I go, hey, by the way, tomorrow on the way to Disney, shotgun. Does that...
Normally happen on the way to the car.
Right. I agree. But how early can someone call shotgun?
I think if you're thinking about it that far ahead, you either have a reason why, like you wanted, like for me, I like sitting in the front sometimes because I want to do my makeup and I have a mirror. If there's a reason behind it, you're valid. But if you're thinking ahead of time, I want the front seat, like days ahead, I think you have your own problems you need to.
What you're better
figure
off
out.
doing at that point is to be like, hey, this may not be a big deal to anybody else, but I'd really like to do my makeup in the car in the morning. Is there any way I could sit in the front?
Right.
But when you go, shotgun!
Yeah.
They go, it's 17 hours.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I think there's a limit.
There is.
I think it's got to be like on your way to the car.
Yeah, I agree. In a rush, specifically.
Let us know in the comments how you feel about this on Patreon. I need you to weigh in on how soon is too soon to call shotgun. You learned a lot today.
I did.
Catalog, Windows
learned a
XP,
lot.
CD burners. You nailed it. You got a lot of these right.
I think I did okay.
You did pretty good.
Yeah.
And the ones you didn't get, you weren't supposed to. It would have been weird if you did. But yeah, you can get all of our episodes, all the behind the scenes, all the videos, and get involved with the comments at daughterpod.com. So do that and come join us.
Check it out.
Check it out.
Check it out.
Unless this is going to be a Patreon-only episode, at which point that was pointless to say.
Yeah, this is true.
Because every other episode, we're so far ahead now, I'm not sure, because we went so far without them and our schedule got off. Yeah, the odd numbers are out to everybody.
Right.
And then all the episodes are available at daughterpod.com.
Right.
So let's try to make this one, but who knows? Are we what? No.
No, I mean...
We're all set. Nope.
Okay.
We're good.
All right. Are we...
We're going to wrap this one up, and then in the next episode, we're going to play some games.
Yeah, I'm excited for that. The podcast that we're doing currently. In this moment of time, 2022 at 1:07 p.m. My watch is dead. What's today's date? The 16th? 17th.
Well, it's going to be different for them when they see it.
It's the 17th.
So it doesn't matter.
17th?
It doesn't matter. It's probably the 27th or 28th for them. So
no, but what is it right now?
It doesn't matter.
I want to know what it is right now. You put the date on the originals.
It's the 17th.
Why couldn't you just say I was right?
Because I don't...
17th of November at 1:08 p.m. The podcast has now ended.
Get every single episode plus video and talk to us in the comments at daughterpod.com.